Hi, my name is Ellen Waterman, and I'm here to talk to you about my score, Bodily Listening in Place. And I'm going to read it to you. This is an instructional score made for the New Adventures in Sound Art, or NASA, call for participants to record realizations in any recorded medium for World Listening Day, July 18th, 2022. Recordings will be shared in a gathering of participants and will also be made available through NASA's website, which you can find at naisa.ca. A selection of recordings will also be included in an intersensory exhibition at the NASA North Media Arts Centre in South River, Ontario. Anyone of any experience and from any location is invited to participate. You are encouraged to interpret the score and express yourself according to your body's way of perceiving the world and your understanding of music. Bodily Listening in Place is an accessible score, available in text, audio, and video with ASL translation. It is for solo or collaborative improvisation. World Listening Day is coordinated annually by the World Listening Project at worldlisteningproject.org. The theme for 2022, Listening Across Boundaries, was suggested by marine biologist and sound artist Dr. Heather Spence. And she says, boundary is left open for interpretation. So it could be a physical boundary, a perceived boundary, a shifting boundary. She challenges us to explore ways in which we could be more inclusive in the way we listen. Bodily Listening in Place then invites you to improvise music across sensory boundaries in response to sonic, kinetic, visual, and haptic stimuli. Any combination of movement, image, and/or sound in attentive response to an environment is a valid interpretation of the piece. So why improvise across sensory boundaries? In my own improvisation practice, I'm working to decenter and thus reorient audition through play with visual, kinetic, and haptic senses so that I can be a more empathetic and attentive listener. As musician and dancer Tomie Hahn notes, if we consider that we inhabit different sensory worlds, personally and culturally, then building awareness of the sensibilities someone else might be experiencing can expand our knowledge of self-other and open communications. The piece was inspired by Pamela Witcher, who introduced me to the beautiful world of signed music, a visual and kinetic genre of music that has emerged from deaf culture. In developing the piece, I was also privileged to consult with Paula Bath and Tiffaine Giraud of Spill Propagation, Artist Center for Creation and Production in Sign Language in Canada. Thanks to David Bobier for making the Wooger Vibrotactile vest available, and to Tiffaine and Paula for showing me how much I have to learn about touch. Okay, here's the piece. Preparation. Gather the materials you will use in recording your improvisation. For example, instruments, objects, technology, art materials, clothing, audio or video recorders. Acceptable formats include audio and video recordings, photographs, drawings, and writing. For audio or video, aim for 5 to 15 minutes. Your submission can be uploaded to NASA at spaces.hightail.com/uplink/NASA. Files should be less than 1 gigabyte in size and have your name and bodily listening included in the file name. Here's what you do. 1. Place, up to a week before recording. Place is any environment where you choose or have capacity to improvise, whether that means in your home, a forest, or an urban setting. You are part of this environment. Visit your place several times. Pay attention to the atmosphere and texture of your surroundings, around, under, over, and on your body. How is your place affected by time of day, by weather? Write, draw, photograph, or record your responses to this place. 2. Body. Take about 20 minutes or more just before you record your improvisation. Body means all kinds of bodies, whatever our background, age, size, mobility, sensory, or cognitive modes. Breathe. Check in with your body without comparison or judgment. Pay attention to how your body feels and how it occupies space. Note stiffness, tingles, and aches. Which parts are warmer or cooler? How does your clothing move with or constrain you? Warm up your body in any way that works for you. Stretching, bending, rubbing hands, patting skin, flexing and relaxing muscles, dancing, smiling. Breathe. How does your body feel now? 3. Listen. The piece starts now. Be patient with yourself and take your time. Listening is not the same as hearing. It is a form of active and receptive attention. Listen with heart and mind, eye and ear, nose and tongue, flesh and bone. Breathe. Be attentive to all the sensory information available to you in this moment. Focus and refocus your attention. Listen inside and out, up and down, underneath and all around, near and far. Listen deeply. 4. Improvise. Express yourself in response to bodily listening in place. To improvise is to be in relation with self and others in the moment. Listen, respond, and collaborate with your sensory environment. Shift your listening attention away from your dominant sense. For example, if you usually orient towards sound, open your eyes and look. If you're primarily visual, close your eyes and feel. Respond to anything and everything in your environment through whatever expressive means you choose. Try not to censor or judge your expressions. Let them emerge as they want to in the moment and honor them. And this is the most important thing. Be playful, have fun. A couple of optional variations. Iterative improvisation. Record several improvisations in your place and edit or combine the results afterwards. Take an iterative approach. Improvise, record, review, then improvise in response to that recording, etc. Feel free to use or combine different media. And finally, co-creative improvisation. We are all interdependent. Feel free to collaborate with other people in interpreting bodily listening in place. How do our bodies listen in relation to each other? I hope you enjoy improvising to bodily listening in place, and I really look forward to listening to and seeing the results of your realizations of the score. Thank you.